Hey you're finally awake. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I've been waiting like 10 years to do that. Hey, calm down, calm down. See, this is why I tied you up. They always freak out. I mean, what are you even struggling for? What do you think is gonna happen if you get out of those ropes? I'm right here, and I'm still a vampire. Hey, look, calm down. If I was gonna hurt you, I would have already. Instead, I knocked you out in a nice, delicious, peaceful way. I could have gone all old school and chained you by the wrists in some dingy dungeon. That's fun to say. Dingy dungeon. No, really, try it. Oh, right, the gag. We'll circle back to this. Point is, I made this as comfortable for you as possible. You didn't sleep with metal restraints pulling on your wrists in a cold, empty room. You didn't spend the night tied uncomfortably to a chair. I tied you up relatively loosely with soft rope in a big bed. Oh, knock it off with that look. I'll ungag you, but you're staying tied up for now. There you go. Mouth nice and free to yell whatever obscenities you like at me. Go ahead, get it out of your system now. Really? Are you seriously asking, where am I? You're at my place, obviously. I told you this is where I was taking you last night, didn't I? What? Why the hell would you expect a castle? Do you know of a castle around here? No, I live in a house like anybody else. Well, I mean, I guess most people you know probably live in apartments, not houses, but you know what I mean. How did I happen to be here right when you woke up? Okay, see, there you go. That's a much better question. Actually, that's a really good question. Nobody ever seems to ask stuff like that in movies. Good girl. Bonus points for that one. I did say that we vampires aren't really affected by the sun in the way that humans are, but we are still generally more nocturnal, and I am no exception to that. I also just don't need sleep as much as a human would, so, I usually sleep for I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours in the afternoon. And, since I fed on you at the start of the night, I had no reason to be out anywhere, so, after I tied you up and settled you in on the bed there, I just grabbed a book and I've been sitting here reading until you woke up. No, I was not reading our philosophy textbook. Actually, I haven't read it since the first time I took the class. Yes, first time. I'm a centuries old vampire. This is not the first time I've ever taken a 100 level philosophy course. Then why do I still take it? I suppose that is another good question. It's not for the content of the course, I'll tell you that much. Not really, anyway. I mean, it can be interesting to hear the different discussions each time. At least when a class actually has people willing to talk. But really, it's a good scouting opportunity. Yeah, you see all sorts of people in those gen ed classes, and, I spend my time looking around the room. Yeah, you can tell a lot about someone by looking. You can tell things like who's spending the whole class texting or messaging someone on their laptop, who's half asleep because they were out late the night before, who's actually focused and interested in the class, who's shy and nervous and looks away oh so quickly when they see your eyes on them. Oh, look at that, I made my pretty pet blush. But my point is, it's an opportunity to scout people out and to have kind of like an in to get them to trust me, when I'm trying to feed. It's like you drop the, hey, you're in my whichever class as an opener, maybe throw something in about what's been happening as the class recently as a conversation starter. And, the next thing you know, they let their guard down and they're totally trusting you. Oh, you look disappointed, you poor, sweet little thing. I'm sorry, but you're far from the first to fall for my expert ploy. I like to think I've gotten quite good at it over the years. But you are different. Normally, I feed, erase their memories, and they go on with their lives, none the wiser. You, on the other hand, should remember everything that happened last night just fine. And, of course, the other difference is that you're tied to a bed in my house. Why you, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it took us this long to get to that one. Well, it's not that crazy. I had mentioned that it's been a while since I've had a pet. I've kind of just been hunting for 10 years or so. It's not even a particularly strong reason why I'm stopping now. Alright, to give you like a human comparison, hunting for me is like, it's like a human getting by just sort of taking on odd jobs. You never quite know what's gonna happen or what you're gonna be doing next. It's kind of fun for a while, but I don't know, eventually you're probably gonna wanna settle down a little, find something more stable. It's not necessarily boring, but it's comfortable. And you, I suppose, just happened to be a pretty little thing that came along at the right time. Now, on to what to call you. Yes, I know you have a name, but if you get a pet dog, do you ask it what its name is, or do you name it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, let's see, a good name for you. Ooh, I've got it. How about Pet? I went to the Superboy School of Naming Things. No, Pet. You are my first pet to be named Pet. Pet, are you really that jealous of someone who you surely realize hasn't been alive for over a decade? Fine, if you really must know, my last pet was named Lavender Gooms. Pet doesn't seem so bad now, does it, Pet? Pet, I know I've been very casual about what's happening, but do not think for a second that you're any kind of in charge. You are my pet. I have absolute power over you, and you are in no position to demand anything of me. And you know, I just can't call you that on principle now. Oh, you're so tense all of a sudden. Don't worry, sweetie. Just be a good girl for me and everything's gonna be fine. Let me just undo the ropes from the bed frame for now so I can sit you up. There you go. Up we go. Let me just tie this back in. Alright. Are you comfortable? Good, good. Here, drink some water. Oh, you must be awfully thirsty. I'm sorry, I didn't have anything ready because I didn't know exactly when you were going to wake up, but I'm going to go make you some breakfast, okay? I think I've answered enough of your questions that you more or less understand the situation. So let me give you a specific breakdown of what the near future is going to look like. I'm going to go make you some breakfast and take care of you for a while, but then I am going to have to go. I won't be back until about 1. But I'll be very tired and go to sleep myself, so you're gonna be here alone and tied up until about 5. Oh, shh, I know, Pet, I know. But as soon as I get up, I'll make you some food and I'll come take care of you some more, I promise. I'll stay with you for the rest of the night until it's time for you to sleep. Tomorrow will be about the same. But if you're very good for me these first couple of days, then I'll untie you and you can have free roam of the house. And a bit after that, if you keep being good, then I'll let you out of the house and you can start going to classes and things again. Alternatively, if you choose to be difficult like you were last night, then things can be very unpleasant for you. Disobedient pets get punished. So anyway, I'll be off to make you some food now. Be good while you're alone, Pet.